Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
I always have a song stuck in my head. Usually it's the last one I heard on the radio or one we're singing in choir practice. But last night, God woke me up with one I never hear at church, so you may have never heard it before. If not, be sure to click on the link to listen to it. The name of the hymn is God Leads Us Along. This hymn is reminiscent of Psalm 23, how God as our shepherd leads us as we trust Him. Only in this hymn, we aren't called His sheep, we're called His children, and He is our loving, caring Father. Let me read the lyrics of the verses to you. In shady green pastures, so rich and so sweet, God leads His dear children along. Where the water's cool flow bathes the weary one's feet, God leads His dear children along. Sometimes on the mountain where sun shines so bright, God leads His dear children along. Sometimes in the valley, in darkest of night, God leads His dear children along. Though sorrows befall us and Satan oppose, God leads His dear children along. Through grace we can conquer, defeat all our foes. God leads His dear children along. The chorus reminds me of Psalm 66, 10-12, which says, For you, O God, have tested us. You have refined us as silver is refined. You brought us into the net. You laid affliction on our backs. We went through fire and through water, but you brought us out to rich fulfillment. It isn't all shady green pastures when we walk with the Lord, is it? Here's where the chorus says He leads us. Some through the waters, some through the flood, some through the fire, but all through the blood. Some through great sorrow, but God gives a song in the night season and all the day long. No matter what trials we're going through, God can give us His joy, whether it's through a song that's always playing in the background of our head, or as we see Him work in and through our problems. As is often the case, this hymn writer, G.A. Young, wrote the song after a tragedy. As a poor rural preacher and farmer, he had just built a house for his family. But when they were away, someone burnt his house down. The story goes that another hymn writer, 40 years after the hymn was published, tracked down G.A. Young's widow. He found her living in a poorhouse. She had served God all her life and ended up there. Now, to me, that sounds completely unfair. Yet she told the man who visited, God led me here. I'm so glad He did, for so many here don't know my Jesus. I'm having the time of my life introducing them to Him. Isn't it wonderful how God leads? How thankful I am that God brought me to this place to minister to so many in need. What a wonderful attitude. Where has God led you in your life? How has He worked through you and on you in these places? Where has He led you today? What does He want to do in and through you there?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thank you for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.